One of the biggest problems most speakers have is they dump way too much data into their speech. They think, "Ooh, I better show everybody all I know, gather all the facts, scoop it up." What do you have? Here's an 87-page PowerPoint presentation, 22 bullet points on each page, and it's for a 15-minute presentation? What good does that do? What does it really do? I'll tell you the only thing it's good for. That's right. You are going to put your audience to sleep. Now, what's the alternative? What you could do is focus on 3 or 5 key points and just focus on that for your presentation. But there's a risk there because some people in your audience may feel cheated. Where's all the data? We want all the information. How do you placate these people? How do you make them happy? Well, there is a solution, and I don't mean you have to go back to boring people. Give them the data, but give it in advance. That's right. Email people big, thick documents. Mail it to them in advance. Snail mail. Give people lots of data in advance of your presentation. That way, the people who want more data, more information, they can get it. The people who don't, well, you still have your opportunity to communicate your 3 to 5 main points in your presentation. For example, when people come to me for a day of presentation training or media training, what I do is right away I send them a couple of my books to read. I send them a dozen videos to watch. Lots of data and all of these things. I send them audios to listen to. I give them software to walk through the process of building a speech or a media interview. So by the time they come to me, people who are really into it have spent maybe 24 hours learning data, processing information. The people who want a lot get a lot out of it. So when it comes to our time together, I don't stand up and lecture for 8 straight hours in a day. No. I'll stand up and speak for maybe 45 minutes. The rest of the time is devoted to people getting up, speaking, being videotaped, sample interviews, sample speeches, because that's how people really learn, by doing. Now, you may say, well, TJ, that's fine for you. You're doing an 8-hour thing. What if it's only a 15-minute presentation? The rules still apply. If there's a lot of data, a lot of numbers, give it to people, but give it to people in advance of the presentation. Or give them a big, thick handout after the presentation. But do not, I beg of you, do not stand up there and quickly try to cover 27 different points on this slide and the next slide and the next slide. It will not work.